Hey, what do we mean by open source consultation? Well, let me start to answer that by sharing with you a story. Back in the mid 1980s, I was a high school student learning a lot about computers, bulletin board systems, networks, and there was a gentleman that had a bulletin board system in my local area, and I had collaborated with him to create a section of the bulletin board called the Global Programmers Exchange. And so the idea behind it was for different programmers and computer techie people like I was at the time to share programming code across computer systems so that they could do things on one computer and easily have it convert onto another. Well, the idea was to create more possibilities and more accessibility and more usability. And later, we commonly would hear the term open source as it pertained to developing code and systems over the internet and the like. So what I mean when I'm talking about open source consultation is applying the same kinds of principles into our day-to-day lives and into making a difference in this world. So I actually did look up some information about open source, and I came across this. Open source has to do with that which is open, overt, and publicly available. It's about universal access to design and or a blueprint. It's about universal distribution of a product or service. It's about the subject of about being subject to improvements by anyone that's qualified to put forth the improvements. It's about an ongoing need for retooling and reinvention. It's facilitated self-growth and diversification. That's what I mean by open source. It's about optimized communications. It's about maximum community development and interaction. It's about digging deeply into one's inner being to benefit the environment and one's surroundings. And it's about collaboration for the result of positive change. When we talk about collaborating, we're talking about having a certain amount of respect for the built-in intrinsic value that one has, and we can all participate, and I am a facilitator for those kinds of things to happen. It's about coaching and consulting that's oriented towards bringing out the best that you've got. So if you want to have facilitated self-growth and diversification, and if you see yourself in a state of need for retooling and or reinventing yourself on a continual basis, then I'm your guy. This is Ken Fort, the founder of the open source consultation methodology. Get in touch.